Hello, Doug Jones here from BDO, your trusted debt help experts. In this blog, I want to talk about consumer proposals, as they are a topic of increasing interest for many people we see. A few years ago, this popular debt relief solution was barely known at all. Today, consumer proposals are one of the most popular debt strategies used to immediately solve serious financial problems and regain control. This is understandable, as they prevent bankruptcy, let you keep all your assets, and let you pay back less than what you owe your creditors. So what is a consumer proposal? Well, the first key point to know is that consumer proposals are a legitimate debt relief solution recognized by the courts and legally binding on the creditors involved. This makes them very different from the litany of debt plans being advertised nowadays. The consumer proposal is, as the name states, a proposal made on your behalf to all of your unsecured creditors at once. These are the creditors for things like credit cards, lines of credit, store credit cards, etc. Any credit that is not secured by an asset like your mortgage or car loan. The one proposal would make an offer to all of your creditors to settle all of your debts with them for less than what you owe to them. It's worth noting that a consumer proposal can, in some situations, be used for secured loans like a mortgage, but this can only happen if you surrender the security, so this is not as common and requires a trustee to explain. How a consumer proposal works is that a trustee will examine your financial position and help you determine what you could reasonably pay each month to solve all your debts. The trustee, being an officer of the court, will then propose a monthly repayment to all your creditors. Creditors will look at this proposal knowing that a licensed trustee has determined the monthly payment that is possible and fair given your financial circumstances. They will also know that the proposal presented to them allows them to get back more than they would receive if you went bankrupt. A key advantage to the consumer proposal is that only 51% of your creditors have to accept the plan to make it legally binding on everyone. They all have to accept the deal if the majority accept it. That majority is determined by the total dollars of debt. Every dollar of debt equals one vote, so if 51% of the dollars or votes accept the deal, it becomes legally binding on everyone. The key to understand is that this 51% can be just one of your creditors or a couple of them out of all of your creditors if the money owed to them equals 51% or more of your total debt. This is a major advantage to the consumer proposal, as it allows for a quick process that does not require you to try and negotiate a deal with each and every one of the creditors you owe money to. Alternative types of debt plans can't do this. For instance, the many debt settlement or debt relief plans being advertised in the media require each creditor you owe money to be contacted individually. Each one of these creditors then has to accept your proposal to them individually before you can get a plan in place to solve all your debts. Getting every creditor to accept the debt plan individually is very hard to do, and in the case of the debt settlement companies that the government has warned the public about, most creditors simply refuse to deal with them at all. This leaves people with their debt problems unchanged and collection agents harassing them to pay off their debt. The consumer proposal bypasses this need to try and suggest a plan to each creditor one by one and allows for a quicker process and a greater likelihood of having one plan put in place. The issue of collection agent harassment brings up another key aspect of consumer proposals. Consumer proposals immediately stop any legal action being taken against you, such as wage garnishments or a lien on your home. Other debt plans cannot do this, and so obviously this is a real advantage to consumer proposals. Collection agency harassment will stop. You will get some peace of mind having a plan in place with a monthly payment you can afford, and you will see an end to your debt problems. For people who come to see a trustee, they often mistakenly believe that a trustee can only offer bankruptcies. In fact, a trustee in bankruptcy is the only licensed debt professional capable of offering all debt relief solutions, including the consumer proposal that prevents bankruptcy. Only a trustee in bankruptcy can offer a consumer proposal, so don't be confused by other plans advertised to sound like a consumer proposal. They are not court-recognized plans, being legally binding on everyone if the majority agrees or able to stop legal action against you. Only a consumer proposal can do this, and only a trustee in bankruptcy can offer you a consumer proposal. If you have a house or asset you are afraid of losing with a debt relief program, or have an income that would cause a larger payment in a bankruptcy, the consumer proposal is something you owe it to yourself to investigate. Get the facts on this debt solution at our website. Do your homework and take the steps to control your future.